Okay. Good morning, y'all. This morning we're start of getting the generator put in. So he's putting the platform, getting it all ready. So we'll have an emergency generator in case we need it. All right. There's the table for the generator. And got a little dirt in my hole now. Let that spray that down here a little while and level it off. But that's waiting for, you put concrete down the bottom around the legs, so waiting for that to cure. That'll be a couple of days and they should be back and set the generator. Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to show y'all the end results from the other day. We have a generator, but it is not completed. I didn't bother them too much. They got the hole dug, got the electrical hooked up, got the switching mechanism set up. So now waiting on the plumber to run a gas line from back there. Let's see, by the air conditioner, past the air conditioner, to the generator, and then they'll come out and test it, and we're supposed to be good to go, of course, after we pay them. All right, that's the update. So this is Saturday. Plumber was supposed to have been here Thursday. Haven't heard nothing. That's, yeah, you don't ever get used to that. But we built this house, so we are kind of used to that. All right, later, y'all. Bye-bye. All right. Here's a little bit more for getting the generator. I guess you'd call it emergency generator. Installed. Been waiting on the city, which hadn't been long. They were pretty quick to green tag us, and obviously they've been here and inspected it, and it looks like everything's good. So now we just gotta wait for the gas company to increase the pressure, and we're good to go. We gotta get the electrical company out here and have them do their final startup check and get it set up. And hopefully they'll get it over here, get it done pretty quick, because a week from tomorrow is opening day of deer season, and we gotta travel 6.5 hours to get there, if not 7, according to what kind of traffic we run into. So here it is again. It's been inspected, and Good to go. Alright, there he is. He just pulled up. We're getting ready to get the generator up and running. Blowing paperwork all over the place.
Oh, the books blown off?
Yeah.
Those are your manuals. I need to get something out of it. I didn't realize it was blowing that hard.
Oh yeah, it's blowing. I hope today's the only day because we're traveling tomorrow.
Alright. They have
Been waiting on you so we can get on the road tomorrow.
yes sir, it is supposed to be I think 45 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go ahead and push it. These are your transfer switch manuals.
Okay.
Both of them are exactly the same, so each manual is for each one. It does see the serial number and they do match up. And then this is your generator manual, and this is your mobile link.
Okay.
Your Wi-Fi setup.
We gonna set that up today?
Do you have a does your Wi-Fi signal reach out here? It does. Okay. I can try to set it up. I'll need you'll have to download the mobile link, set up a profile, and then I'll need your Wi-Fi and your Wi-Fi password.
Yeah, AT&T, can I do that?
What's that?
Set up that Wi-Fi?
Yes sir, that's what the manual is for.
Okay.
Just gives you step by step.
Because AT&T's been having problems, and I'm not too sure what their problems are.
We typically charge about 200 bucks because sometimes it could take up to an hour or two, depending on how strong your signal is.
Oh, then.
That's our standard rate, but if I can get it done while I do the setup and your power goes, I hope they didn't have to do this all by hand.
What's this?
So they didn't have to dig all that by hand, did they? Okay. Yeah.
No, they.
Let me go check the box over there, and then I'm gonna start setting everything up.
Okay. They got it valved out over there too.
Even a jump pack would work.
I carry a jumper pack in my Jeep, and I use it for everything.
Yeah.
Boat, the motor home, everything. And it is great.
Yeah, I think mine has got it's got a 120 plug on it, so you can actually plug small devices like your laptop.
Yeah.
Or one of those cigarette lighter air pumps for your tire.
Yeah.
And they do come in handy. Last a little longer. running. I just have to. Like I said, I've got to bend that handle up a little bit.
You need some tools? I got some.
I've got my pliers in my van.
Another valve on it?
Yeah. That one I didn't have to bend the handle off.
Well, good.
I think when they get that valve off, we'll straighten it, that other handle back out.
That's a long way.
Yeah. Good. And your key.
Okay, the keys are...
Yeah, for the generator.
All right. So now...
Turn that valve off.
So y'all must have a key for if y'all come and do maintenance and we're not here, huh?
Yes, sir. They used to give, they used to key them for certain areas, you know, Jefferson County, Hardin County.
Yeah.
They ended up just keying them all the same now. To really just keep the honest people honest, and mainly to keep the wind from blowing your lid open.
Yep.
Doesn't happen very often, but on the rare chance that it does blow your wind, the wind does blow your lid open, if this controller gets wet, Generac considers that operator error, like you left it open right before a storm. If it is locked and the controller gets wet, we need to figure out where the water's coming from and fix it. So the warranty would cover it on that part, as long as the lid is shut and locked. But as far as the key, they did that because if mainly fire department. Fire department, if your house was on fire, first thing you're going to do is you're going to pull your meter. Once you do that, generator's going to consider that a power outage. It's going to crank up and start pumping 240 volts back into the house. So they have a switch in the back now, an auxiliary shut-off switch. So all they have to do is flip that switch, red light comes on, generator shuts off. Won't exercise, won't start, won't do anything until you reset it. bottom ventral. This is what feeds your generator with fuel. Your top one is coming from your utility. These things are kind of picky. It's from 3 to 7 psi inches on the water column. If it's at 2.5, generator won't run. If it's at 7.5, 8, generator won't run. It's a fine balance between the two.
Does not affect the operation of the generator. It'll crank up and run, it'll exercise, it just won't ever go away until somebody resets it. When we do our oil changes, we always reset it, so when we leave a year from that date, we'll also, the light will come back on. What we do, when we do our oil changes, we'll mark how many hours your generator had, the date we serviced it, who serviced the generator.
Okay. Where's the iron meter? Up here?
Yes, sir.
Short form like me, I gotta get a step.
You want me to get my my little rolly cart you step on?
No,
okay.
no.
If you want to check your own hours, it's in the sub menu, and it's the maintenance.
Okay.
Maintenance tells you run hours, maintenance log, and scheduled maintenance. So right now it's 365 days. It'll tell you the day, roughly the day it needs to be changed. We do our oil changes 100 hours or 1 year, whichever comes first. If you think about that in outage wise, 4 days straight is roughly 100 hours. You can run them longer than that if you're in a natural disaster or an emergency type situation.
Right.
All you need to do is make sure that you check your oil about every 12 to 24 hours. We recommend every evening, especially if you're running it all day. Shut it down for a minute or two, just enough to let the oil settle so you get a more accurate oil reading. That's your dipstick, your drain, and your fill. Anything orange is oil. If you need to add oil, just go ahead and add a little bit at a time until you get it up to the max fill line. If you don't need to add oil, just put the dipstick back in it, crank it right back up, and run it for another 12 to 24 hours. Mainly in the summertime, when we have when it's real hot outside, they will burn a little bit more oil. When it's cold outside, especially 40, 30 degrees, they run like a champ. They usually don't burn any oil at all. But they are designed to burn oil when they do heat up, especially when it's in the sun. As far as that goes, we also mark your filter 0.0, the date. That way, if you do decide not to have us change your oil, the company that you do have change your oil can't reuse the filters. They have to change them. We've had come across where the oil air filter looks good, and they'll leave it in there, but they'll still charge you. This way they have to, you're going to get what you pay for. far as the generator goes, you are going to want this green light. I'm going to put it in auto. This little auxiliary switch right here, that's your emergency shut off. As soon as I press it, automatically goes red. So I have to flip it back on. And then what it's going to do is it's going to tell you error code 2800. It's going to give you an error code. It's going to tell you what the error is, like auxiliary shut off, and it's going to give you an error code. If you ever have a red light and you can't get it to reset, having that error code lets us know what parts or tools to bring. If you're getting, if the thing is cranking up and running but not producing power, that's a different parts that we need to bring. If it is just not starting, like 1505 is a RPM sense loss. That either means the starter is getting weak, old, or it's a battery, or a bad battery, bad cell or battery, or excessive corrosion on the terminals. Enough corrosion will drop the voltage down to where it doesn't have enough power to start the motor, to spin the starter motor. You need at least 9.5 volts on crank up for it to even move that starter. Anything lower than that, and it'll shut off and reset the controller. Means you have to go through the process of setting the time, the date, and all that stuff again. And for me to reset it, you just press off, enter, escape, and then back to auto, and you got your green light. It's kind of like a J, you know, off, enter, escape, auto. Always want to see that green light. And now
that green light stays on 24/7?
Yes, sir. When I'll show you in a second, I'm about to do a simulated power outage. It tricks the generator into thinking that you lost power, or at least there's a power shortage. You're supposed to get 240 volts in the house. I'm going to trick it thinking that one leg dropped off, so you're only getting 120 volts. Generator will recognize that as a power outage. But once I do that, I'm going to have to let it run for about 10 or so minutes while I get the rest of my stuff set up. And these right here is your transfer switch. This is your main transfer switch. This is your secondary transfer switch. It's set up sort of like a dual symphony system. This one I really don't have to mess with because this is the second leg. This one's the one, since it's got all the wires in it, that powers your controller and everything else. The only other ones are the two wires that are plugged into that. Only controls the smart module and your coils. That transfers the switch at the same time. Your N2 and N1 are your sensing wires. That's these two yellow wires right here. That's how I'm going to trick it into thinking it's a power outage. Your T1 on both of them, even though this is the only one charging your battery, that's what the T1 is for. If you have a good battery, you may get an indicator on your controller that says not charging. That doesn't mean the charger's bad or the battery's not charging. It's just newer batteries will hold a charge longer. And this controller will recognize that the trickle charger hasn't cut on in like say it's not cutting on every day. So the controller will think that's because the battery is not charging, but it's just because it hasn't had to charge in a while. The older this thing gets, the less likely that's going to happen, because that charger is going to constantly be charging at 13.7 volts, so it has the power it needs during an outage. I'm going to take the fuse puller, which you have an extra fuse on both of them. I'm going to, takes about 5 seconds for your generator to power up, and at about 12 to 15 seconds for it to transfer to the house. blinking now, it means your generator is powered up and powering the house. Other than that, that's pretty much the generator. Anything, like if you ever have a question or you have a red light or something like that, you call us, we'll try to walk you through it first. If you do have to call, we do have to come out. It is $100 just for the trip, whether we're here 5 minutes or 55 minutes. So if we're just resetting the light, like the yellow light, we'd rather talk through it over the phone than have to come out here and charge you $100 just to press a couple buttons. That'll save you money in the long run. Also, get you familiar with your generator. The manual does explain everything. It doesn't say what the yellow light, only that it has a yellow light, and it's an amber light is what they call it. But the manual really doesn't say anything else other than it's an amber light. Like I said, that doesn't affect the function of the generator at all. If that amber light's on for like 2 or 3 years because you needed an oil change, that will affect the generator because it's way overdue on an oil change. Take these. I'm not getting very good at these.
You want to go in the house?
I'm gonna see which one's yours.
Jerry. See, AT&T's having problems right now.
Yeah, because I don't even see. You got Spectrum,
Yeah.
Netgear, and then this is the. That's your generator right there.
Okay.
That's what you're going to need. That in your. It's another Wi-Fi here. But that right there is the generator itself. You can actually link up to it because it's an unlocked system. But that's how you're going to connect it to your Wi-Fi.
Okay.
You have to usually have more than about a 30% signal. So if you're getting like 10 or 15% on your Wi-Fi signal, you may need a booster. Otherwise, you'll keep getting alerts on your phone telling you that you got a weak signal or a drop signal, and you'll end up getting those more than anything else.
Yeah, I got a booster already.
Oh, do you? Okay. But as far as that goes, that's pretty much the setup on the generator. I got about another 5 or so minutes and I'm going to let it run. I'll let it cool down for a minute and I'm going to double check the oil, make sure everything's good on that. I had one they just installed last year, or another company did, and they didn't tighten the oil filter down. It wasn't low enough to where the generator would shut off, but it was had enough oil in the bottom of the pan. I went through a lot of paper towels cleaning it up. Yeah. And it was just something as simple as twisting the oil filter tight. That was the only deal on that. So let me go ahead and start packing my stuff up.
Alright, you just raise the lid and then you just pick it up and take the side paddle off that way.
Yes, sir.
And then, because you got, I noticed 2 nuts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I can check that.
Yes, sir. Most of the time,